got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Hits inside, it's Payne. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The fake wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on off.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Looking to throw, it's Craig. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! He got it back corner of the end zone.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Turns it upfield. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Handoff for Parker. Turning it on. The 50. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Sweet cut there. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
In these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a gift to Parker. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Dampier. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think They've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers and he's been productive and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense has definitely got an eye on him and kind of saying, hey, we got to make sure we take him away.
Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 17, set to kick it away.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Pulls it, fired complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Scott. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting him in a good position to win this football game.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Looking downfield, it's Craig. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He's open on the right, and he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Makes the catch. It's small. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
From the red zone, it's Payne. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Grabbed over the middle. It's small. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Drops back. It's Craig. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Horned Frog. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And a lot of times late in in football games, you'll see offenses getting really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Pulls it and fires to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Wants to throw again. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw one first. Got his man. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And the Utes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Fires to the tight end. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeps it himself. Keeps it on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Look out! No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be fourth down.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. And the offense grateful for that penalty if they can just move it 1 more yard to get it in. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's in, pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the 4th quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession, and now let's see what happens.
Throws to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Simmons. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Got his man. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes a connection. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driven back.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
2nd down to the air. Keeping his eyes downfield. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah!
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. Good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
Sets his feet. It's Dampier. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5.
Utah, 22. Number 17, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside. It's Payne. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Could not make his way to the corner. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football maybe, take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Extending the play. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. To the air. It's Dampier. They're all over it. Just got rid of that one.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Needs it. Sees some running room. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Finds his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gotta find a completion on this one. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat. period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and